isn't a show. That's exactly something.
No, it isn't a show unless some stupid remark is made.
Well, it's new in the day, ain't it?
True, very true.
Okay. Let's play some music, why don't we? Someone's acapella.
It's not as soothing.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry.
Cool.
I'm sorry, it just wasn't as soothing.
This wasn't
Oh, come on, that entire it's soothing. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to 420 Up in Smoke. Don't forget to check out Fluent Media Network. You can also check them out at fluentradio.com. Also, do not forget to check me out on Instagram 420 underscore up underscore in smoke. Check me out on TikTok 420 underscore up underscore in underscore smoke. Also, check me out on my personal Instagram, Little Hippie Mommy with an I, not a Y. Also, check out my Snapchat, Little Hippie Mommy with an I, not a Y. It was really loud in my earshot. I wasn't
Welcome.
prepared.
Welcome.
But
Gotta wake up that yawn.
fucking Tony. Side note, we did commercial readings and everything yesterday, and like I would get to a point listening to my theme song, and I would just yawn, and it was always at the certain part, which is so fucked. But y'all cannot deny that that intro is so soothing. It's like setting it up for an ASMR type thing, which is crazy. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about edibles. Now, I don't know about y'all. I love edibles. I absolutely fucking love edibles, and edibles have come so far throughout the years. It is so crazy. Hi, Britt. Also, if you guys don't know, I'm live on YouTube, 420 Up in Smoke. Also live on Facebook. Or is it StreamYard?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Well, that's StreamYard.
StreamYard, my bad. You guys should also check out the YouTube channel. I'm just saying, because everything gets posted there. But no, it's so crazy how far edibles have come in the last few years.
Facts.
Because younger me, like thinking about edibles, it was always brownies. It was always like cereal bar type things. You know, it wasn't the way it is now. Now you have got gummies, you've got fucking infused.
Anything.
You got infused pasta, nachos. You got everything. Um, huge shout out to 420 baby because huge because this woman, oh my god, the nachos were bomb.
I keep telling people often, I said, yo, I feel like I've known Myra forever,
Yeah,
but we haven't. You feel me? It's been maybe about 2 years now.
it's you know it's
2 3 years,
crazy.
I don't even fucking know.
I think it's almost been a year
Really? Since we filmed that first
since we
episode?
filmed that first episode with Myra and everything else.
That was an experience, y'all. The technical difficulties that happened that day, like, but the way Myra literally fed us,
Oh god, did
the
she ever?
smoke, the drink we had, that me and Topanga, I told her at last minute, I told Topanga, I was like, yo, I need you. You'll get high, I promise. Like, just come.
It was worth it.
Fucking bread, it was lit, yo. Oh my
No,
God.
you know what's terrible? Brandon,
You're so good.
do you remember how you kept pushing him to eat the food and I
Yes.
kept telling him no in the car?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm an awful instigator.
Brandon hates edibles, y'all.
Yeah.
Brandon absolutely fucking hates edibles. He gets way too fucking high on them. The minute we got back at the hotel, I put the nachos down on the table. I went to the bathroom. I come out. This man has got like these huge scoops and just scooping the chip into his mouth.
My family fucked up them nachos.
Oh, God.
And that was Frankie's really first experience with edibles, you feel me? He was lit.
What is RSO?
RSO? What's the context? Is that it?
No, because my sister put, like, she loves edibles, and she put, but when I discovered RSO, just put me in on whatever.
RSO. I don't know, let me Google it real quick on the Urban Dictionary.
Brittany, you're watching. What is RSO?
Yep.
Answer, because now I'm curious. No lie, though. I know that, all edibles are amazing, in all honesty, but, like, the issue with edibles is a lot of people don't realize this. Edibles are very tricky, and I'm not just talking about, like, the dosages and, like, giving newbies or, like, people that have smoked forever edibles. Some edibles do not work unless you smoke. Some edibles will not work because you smoke. And it's beyond me on how, like, just, like, going throughout the years trying to figure that shit out. Because, again, I love edibles. I could eat such high dosages.
Okay, I got you. So RSO is a highly concentrated cannabis extractant known for its potent effect. So maybe like an oil, I think.
Okay, so, yeah. It's almost like a THC syrup, which THC syrups are
amazing. THC syrups are amazing.
Oh, God.
I used to have a jar. I would just drop a couple drops on my tongue every once in a while. You know me, and I'd be zooted. So
the dispensaries around here sell them.
Yes.
And I'm not even gonna lie, I do not fucking listen to the labels.
You should, for beginners though.
That's for beginners. I'm not a beginner. If you are a beginner and you're doing anything with syrups or edibles, listen to the thing because, yeah, unless your tolerance is like way up in the fucking sky, do not attempt to do that shit, in all fucking honesty. But me, I will take that entire syrup because the syrups are flavored. So they have like a mango pineapple, they have a vanilla, they have a strawberry.
You get that good lean.
Pretty fucking much. Pretty fucking much. But I'll be pouring that shit into drinks and like I will pour the entire thing. Even though it says like, oh, only do like a teaspoon. The fuck is that gonna do to me?
Shit, well, I saw a documentary the other day about the effects of cannabis oil. And a lot of parents that have terminally ill kids are starting to use oil in pill capsules.
Oh.
You feel me? And yeah, their kids are schmacked. But, you know, they're functioning. They're able to run around like they haven't been before. Cancers and stuff like that.
I've seen a lot of those, especially like before Maddie got diagnosed with autism. Mm-hmm. I'd see like videos pop up on Facebook and everything of them going, like these random people, they're like, we have to like break the law and give our kid this in order to get them to like not beat on themselves or anything. And it's so sad that parents are literally risking their freedom to help their kids because the fucking government doesn't want to just, you know, say, hey, might as well fucking legalize it in all fucking 50 states. So
the controversial topic, yo. You think that legalization and medical cards should be available for 18 and under as well?
See, that's where it gets sticky. Like, in all honesty, because you have the developing brains and everything, and you have, like, it's scientifically proven that people that smoke under the age of 21, and that's the whole reason they made the law 21, was because your brain does not fully develop until 21. Now, don't get me wrong, I have met so many people throughout my life who have smoked for years when they were minors. I'm one of those motherfuckers. But I don't know if my brain fully developed or not. It probably didn't. Who the fuck knows? Not too sure if I care anymore. But
Yeah.
I mean, if it's something like extremely bad and like nothing else fucking works, I don't see why it can't be monitored and done for minors. But I'm not saying like, oh, all minors should go out there and just start like smoking and everything else. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is if a child, say the child has cancer or some type of autism or like some type of issue just in general where they like are hurting themselves or they're hurting, they can't get any relief, and why not just THC at this point? I mean, we're giving THC to our fucking dogs now and cats.
Yeah.
The fuck, why not? I don't see an issue with it. I really don't.
I know there's a lot, especially in New York and LA, you know, the high traffic states here in the U.S., the movement of cannabis restaurants, you know. You go to a restaurant, you get 7 courses, you know, you pay in advance for a certain amount of plates.
Right.
The TikTok that I watched was reviewing one of these restaurants, and she was like, yeah, you know, I'm a decent smoker, and when I hear decent, I think about us. You feel me? We're at Rastafari level compared to what this lady was doing. You feel me? She smokes about 2 blunts a day, calls it quits. Right?
Aww, that's baby shit. I haven't done that shit since I was a teenager.
I haven't done that shit exactly since I was in high school. So, like, the realization, and she went into this joint, and they're having full pizzas, you know, garlic knots, pasta, woo, woo, woo. Each course, mind you, is like 800 milligrams. 7 courses in, she's eating this weed gelato for her last course, and she pans over to her husband. Her husband's eyes are just shut. That's how high they were.
That's Brandon.
And she's just sitting in the car like, she was like almost crying because she was so happy. She's like, I'm still not feeling, I'm hungry, I'm full still. It's like, yo.
I think that's the most dangerous part about edibles. Yeah. Is that you get hungry, and like a lot of TV shows and a lot of movies will like play into that, like, oh, here's some edibles, only eat a certain amount, but then they get hungry and they're like, oh, this one didn't work, so I'm just gonna eat more and more and more. That's a huge issue. Oh my God. Have you ever seen? There's a video. I forget what rapper this is. It's not Waka Flocka. He looks like.
Shout out to Waka Flocka.
Shout out to Waka Flocka, but he looks like a different version of Waka Flocka. I don't remember who he is. He might be 2 Chainz. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh.
I might be like.
The jumping rapper you just made is crazy.
Dude, I'm so sorry. But anyways, there's a video of some rapper. Totally forgot who he is. I'm so sorry if this was you, okay? But he did like a cooking show where he would get high and like people would make food that was infused and everything. There was one episode, and this like went all over fucking Facebook, where he takes like this oil, like he dips his finger in it and he takes a cone and just like starts rubbing it on it, and the guy tells him like, I want to say it was like a really stupid high milligram. This man, everybody's telling him like, don't get too high because we still need you to do this. He starts smoking. He doesn't even get like a quarter in the way through of it. And like everybody's like, nah, we need to take a minute, you know, like you need to like sober up and shit, because this shit was.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like I said, it's really hard once you first get into the business. I would say you people are deeply into the business of edible making. I've made plenty of edibles, but I was confident, you know, hey, only a nugget to a bud, you know, I'm making personal butter or personal oil per plate, you feel me? And I've done around, got fucking the sweat you get from edibles, because I don't like that shit. Once I start to get like the hand sweats, I want to be like, yo, get the shit out of my body right the fuck now. Like, I'm not one of those people that will just, you know, calm down, let it pass, you know, my head's spinning, like, whoosh. Like, no. That's the thing about edibles, that people, it creeps up on you.
It truly.
Sometimes, yeah.
No, it truly does, because I'm not even gonna lie. There, at one point, I got these caramels. They fucking delicious.
I've never had a caramel edible, yo.
So
like the ones you find in your granny's purse and shit.
Like the softer ones though.
Word, okay.
But good shit. Does not taste like THC at all. Does not taste like weed. I got that shit. Now I can take 500 milligrams at once and be perfectly fine.
Fuck.
I took a half of this because like
Yeah.
that's how bad it was. I kid you not. I had them. I had given them to a friend, and my mom sees me doing it. She's like, "Oh, I'll take it." I'm like, nah. You don't smoke. You don't do this shit. Like, don't do this. She takes that caramel. I say, okay, if you're actually gonna do this, do a quarter, a fucking quarter. She takes the whole damn thing. I kid you not. Driving on the fucking highway with this woman, she slumped. Like, I thought she was dead at one point.
Yeah.
Because I'm driving on the highway, I'm like, Mom, can you move, breathe, something?
Yeah.
Like, drool at this point that I can tell that you're fucking alive. I
say, yo, vegetable.
we get back home, and she could not get out of that fucking car. To the point where we were, like, trying to get her in a wheelchair just to get her to the front door, which was terrible because the front door, there's 2 steps to get into the house. So, not as bad though. Actually, no, technically, that one was the worst of them all. I've had Brandon steal my edibles. Brandon, if you're watching, I'm totally giving out this story. I got a whole bag of Lifesaver gummies. Okay, now every single time I get gummies, especially from other people, not the dispensary, because the dispensary only gives you 100 milligrams of everything.
Yeah.
But if you find good people, you'll find higher shit. I got a Lifesaver bag. It's like a normal size Lifesaver bag, but THC in it.
Yeah.
This man, I give it to him. I say, hold on to this, put it away for me. I just don't want it right now. He says, oh, okay. He goes into the garage, plays some video games, and
oh no,
he gets hungry. And what's in front of him? The bag of Lifesaver gummies.
Tony. Yeah.
Tony.
Gee, the first time we really got our big sponsorship package from Myra, again, shout out to 420 baby.
Yeah.
We had, we tried out different things, new edible flavors, new menu items.
Yeah.
We decided, fuck it, it's a late night, we won't get dinner that night, fuck it, we got edibles.
Yeah.
So, I know my limit. After 200 milligrams, anything past that, I start getting the hand sweats, and I don't like that shit.
Right.
So, you have to wait another 8 hours for me before I even take another 100 milligrams, okay? I will smoke 20 blunts in the meantime, but them edibles fuck me up.
Right.
So, I go do what I'm doing. I come back downstairs, and Tony's finished the rest of the bag. Mind you, these bags are about 300, 400 milligrams per bag of peach rings.
No, Tony, no.
Mind you, Tony is diabetic. All right.
Tony!
Cool. We're sitting there watching, editing, woo. He opens the next bag.
Oh, God.
And mind you, this is less than an hour.
Tony!
I don't feel it yet. I'm hungry. All right. He eats the bag.
Tony.
Mind you, we're about 1,000 milligrams deep at this point. Tony proceeds to get high.
I bet he does. I bet he fucking does.
High for the next 2 days.
Oh, Tony.
In fetal position on the floor, sweating.
But he lived to tell the day.
Yeah.
Best ride of my life.
I bet it was. I bet it fucking was.
We were talking about mushrooms the other day, and they have a lot of good edible mushroom varieties. But I don't like cooking mushrooms. Like, I don't like stuffed mushrooms. But the thing about, mushroom drugs, I don't mind that. You feel me? In certain dosage. Because I'm crazy. I'll be tweaking.
I absolutely fucking hate the chocolate ones.
Yeah.
Oh, but hear me out on this.
You tried a hot chocolate?
No, but the chocolate bar ones.
I can't eat the chocolate bars like that.
I hate chocolate in general.
Facts.
So
yes. Where's the applause?
No, because I straight the fuck. Ever since I was little, I've hated chocolate. So when someone gave me a chocolate shroom bar, I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna test it out. Just test it out. Honestly, at that point, I would have rather just eaten the shrooms just straight up.
Ugh.
Because that's how bad it tastes. Like, the chocolate makes it so fucking bitter.
Yeah.
Even worse. And you're just like, And when is this gonna end?
Yeah, I haven't had a good mushroom chocolate experience yet. I usually put mine in a smoothie.
Started doing that. Pizza,
Just
definitely.
I don't like the taste of the mushrooms, so I just.
If you take a
And
pizza,
I don't even eat a whole one. I eat like a quarter.
if you take a slice of pizza, put the mushroom in there, and then put another slice on top, tastes like a fucking pizza sandwich. You won't taste it.
I do tea.
Tea? No. I've heard good things about that.
Mhm.
Also, THC tea made from like stems.
Facts. People be throwing away their stems, and there's plenty of good uses for them.
And it's crazy because like
there's weed in those. Like what the fuck?
I learned that shit in high school because I used to throw these like huge garage parties and like have all my friends come over and we'd smoke in the garage. Now it didn't matter who supplied the weed, but if there were any stems, there was that one guy like, "Give me the stems," and we're like, "Why? Like, what the fuck are you doing with the stems?"
What the fuck are you doing with the stems?
And he's like, "I could chew on them, or I could make a tea out of them." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like, you're telling me the whole thing is useful?
Yes, G, the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Even to the roots.
Right?
Of the plant is useful. I mean, how many times do people use bean sprouts and bean roots in Chinese and Asian cultures? And you could just dry out the roots of the weed plant and still get high off of that.
True facts.
I don't know, people's mindset towards cannabis, and I would say even go as far as mushrooms and microdosing of both items is very limited.
It's because people aren't educated on shit, and they think of like how movies portray everything or how the media portrays it, because they don't actually get up and do their fucking research, and that's what pisses me off about people that are like, "Oh, shrooms are bad for you. Oh, edibles are bad for you. Oh, THC is bad." Like, can you do your fucking research, please?
Yeah, compared to the shit we put in our bodies, like, those items are very minuscule on the shit that's really bad for us. You feel me? I told someone the other day, I said, "Yo, we out here killing all the dandelions. You know how many things you can do with dandelion teas, jellies, shit."
That's actually a dish in Greece.
Yes, it's fucking delicious.
I can't eat it. I'm allergic to dandelions.
I know. That's so sad. I made a really good dandelion tea last year. It was super delicious. I had a question for you. As someone who smokes as much as you do, as long as you have, what's a couple common misconceptions that people get about stoners and smoking?
You know, it's funny. I actually had a talk about this today with a guy from the hotel because he was talking about how he doesn't do that shit. He told me straight up. He's like, back when I was younger, biggest thing he loved to do was coke.
Oh.
Never touched weed, never smoked, and never
jumped a couple.
Just went straight to the coke. But anyways, because we were talking about it, and he's just like, I don't like it. You know, I think it makes you stupid. I don't like how people rely on it. Now, here's the thing.
Just the coke.
I've done a lot of motherfucking drugs in my life. You know, the only drug that has not almost landed me in jail, almost killed me, made me angry for no fucking reason, or maybe stupid hyper, weed. And in all honesty, I really wish that people would stop thinking that weed makes you lazy. It can, don't get me wrong. If you smoke the certain shit, yeah, that shit will make you hella lazy, hella tired, and everything else. But weed is not an automatic, oh, you're going to do nothing because you smoked it. Oh, you're going to automatically get the munchies because you smoked it. Like, my brothers, when we were younger, he was younger too. Fuck. Anyway, he would legit, we would go to the front door, we'd smoke a bowl real quick, and then we'd go do our chores.
Yeah.
And, like, that's just how we went. That's how we operated. It was so easy, just quick, hit this bowl a few times. All right, let's go do this shit. Now, it didn't make us hungry. We just did our shit. Once our shit was done or we got halfway through it, we'd go smoke again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's different for everybody, in all honesty. Now, I know motherfuckers that will smoke morning till night. And night till morning.
Yeah.
And I used to be one of those motherfuckers. I'm not even gonna lie, and I kind of miss those days. I really do. But you know, I smoke at night. It helps me go to sleep and everything else. So
That's the only time you smoke?
yeah, now
Word. If I have it, I'm smoking.
no, but see that during the week especially, I have to be on my shit.
Mm.
I have to be making phone calls to people. I have to be talking to people. Like I need to be there mentally.
See,
Also,
yeah,
I'm always driving.
facts.
And I got my kid in the car. I don't do that shit around my kid.
Mm.
Like I have big, huge morals about that. I don't drink in front around my kid. I don't smoke around my kid, and I'm just like I disassociate that because growing up, I was that kid that parents, well, father smoked and like he smoked cigarettes around us. He would go into his room and smoke weed, and it would like get all over the house, like you could smell it.
Yeah.
I don't want that for my kid.
Mm.
Now, if you get me away from my kid, yeah, I could smoke all day if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
I just choose not to.
Makes sense.
But don't get me wrong, if I get a fucking weekend away from my kid, I'm getting fucking blasted.
Yeah. I felt that.
Because like every single time we even go to events,
Yeah.
that I'm there, I'm getting blasted. I give no fucks because my kid is taken care of and I can just have fun and do my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But no. You know who I miss and I haven't seen at an event in a while? The guy that used to make the ice cream.
Yeah, that's Myra's cousin.
Where he been at?
Shit, he works. I know, and you're talking about High Sweets.
High Sweets, is that what
High
it was called?
Sweets,
Okay.
yeah. He does do all your shakes and ice cream floats and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's actually a really good fucking cook. So he's getting into the plate field and stuff like that. So I think
Okay.
he's jumping into a rebranding here soon. But yeah, High Sweets.
Sir, if you're listening, I understand you want to jump ship. Could you please at least, bring the
'Cause
ice
some
cream
ice
back every
creams are
so
fucking
often?
fire, man.
Dude, I swear to God, that shit tasted so fucking good. I ate an entire carton in one sitting once.
Mm-hmm.
Just no fucks given.
My brother loves those fucking ice cream, man. He'll sit down after work and eat a half pint of fucking ice cream.
Or I think it was Myra or her cousin that made the tamales.
I think that was her cousin.
Dude, that shit was fire too.
But Myra makes good tamales too.
I don't know whose they were, but they were infused and
Anything
they were
coming from
over
that
there.
table,
Yo.
is fire.
Swear to God.
I have to give props to the people that be running them events.
Yeah.
Because getting that many stoners organized on one time, they killed it.
Definitely. I think the only bad thing about the events is people showing up fucking hella late. Like,
yeah.
because there's been a few people, I'm not saying all people, I understand you're going to run a little bit late, but it's the people that, like, show up 3 hours before it's going to end.
Yeah, I'm those people. And I don't even mean to be those people. She's not be busy, man. It's Chicago traffic.
Okay.
Chicago traffic.
No, but how many events have you gone to that you were late? Maybe, like, and then there's only 3 hours left.
Maybe like 2.
Exactly. I'm talking about the actual vendors, the ones that pay to be there.
Yeah, we set up the booth like
Yeah.
2 hours or 3 hours into the event. Yeah. That throws off a lot of the media people. I mean, when it comes to the timeliness of entertainment, as someone who grew up the way I grew up, very organized and very on time to places, entertainment, it's on entertainment time. And I'm starting to realize that like I could be right on time for an album release party and still be 2 hours fucking early somehow.
Yeah.
So when I started to go to these vendor parties and these vendor events, now my brain goes, oh yeah, just be a little bit more late. And now I'll be late as fuck and I just...
Because like, I think it was Summer Sesh. There was like a good amount of them that didn't show up until like later on, and it was like getting closer to it being ended, and I'm like, you just missed out on like all of these people and all this money.
My favorite is when vendors leave like hours early.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Cause like I love these people, and I'm not even gonna mention their name, but I don't think you were at the last Mario Kart event, were you?
Yes.
Okay.
but I was there like early on.
Yeah. Whenever, shout out to Murat Matt for doing his blast off like he be doing, because he be killing it. Yeah, as soon as the blast off was done,
Mm.
tables started to pack up. You know, people got their videos and they were starting to bounce, and I was like, damn, y'all, we got 4 hours. Like,
No, no.
what did y'all pay for?
No, because when we got there, don't get me wrong, we got there like a few minutes before it was supposed to start. So there were a few vendors missing. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but there were a good amount of people that were already there, already had shit set up, and
I don't know, I feel like the vendor should be there at least 30 minutes early.
honestly, yeah, because you need that
Yeah.
start to finish, because you don't know who's gonna come through.
Facts. Facts. If
You
you're
know-
there 30 minutes early, I would say you should leave 30 minutes early if you're going to leave at a certain time.
It's and it's crazy because I've been at a bunch of these events where I've heard people like, oh, there's no this, I was really looking for this, and it's funny because like then they leave and then all of a sudden this person shows up and they have this shit,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, well, you just lost out on a good deal.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're going to these events to make money. If your mind's not on the money, I don't know where the fuck your mind is.
That part, because you're paying money to get into it. We're looking at starting Smoke the Stage Part 2. You feel me?
Oh fuck yeah.
Looking at different venues and different stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've reached out to a couple people over the last couple months, you know, for vendor slots.
Yeah.
And people gotta think, you're putting damn near 5,000 to 10,000 into these shows.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
You have to understand these vendor slots are not free.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just show up at people's places of business and be like, you know what, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I'm here now. Thanks for the free promotion. And so it boggles my mind when people actually do pay for vendor slots and then don't show up to events or show up late as fuck. Like, what are you doing?
Like the summer sesh one, like the biggest one that blew my mind was the girl who had the pina colada infused and like then the alcohol ones that she actually put them into an actual pineapple.
I must have missed her.
You know why you missed her? Because she showed up literally almost 4 hours before the event was fucking ended.
That's why. Because, shit, Summer Smoke Sesh, we was there all night. But
Mm-hmm.
by the time she set up, I was already done with my interviews and shit. We was getting lit.
No, yeah, no, I remember
You know what I
because it was like 45 minutes to an hour before we were supposed to end that me and Brandon even left.
Yeah.
And we were there before it even had started.
Yeah. It was a dope
So-
night, though.
Minus Lexi getting hurt. That was the fucked up part.
Yeah, it was early into the show, too.
Yeah, very, very.
Check out that coverage on my YouTube. I didn't let people not her falling, but, you know, the rest of it.
No, that was the saddest thing. But there was great things there. But again, people showing up late, and then also what kind of blows my mind and people also aren't fully realizing, especially about these events, is when they have these events, they state in the thing, you know, first so many people that show up get free shit.
Yep.
Okay, so if you know that people are gonna show up early to get free shit, why the fuck wouldn't you be there early so that, you know?
Yes. My favorite, I be trying to tell vendors. First 100 people, cool, get a free pre-roll.
Mm-hmm.
What usually happens is these first 100 people come in, they stay for all of 10 minutes. They've gotten their free items and now they're leaving.
Yeah.
You feel me? The mistake that happens is, hey, first 100 people, what you should do is give them a fucking stamp. Halfway through the night, come back and redeem your free items from earlier.
Factual.
So you know people are actually staying and enjoying and spending money
Yeah.
before you give them free shit.
I don't know.
Get it together.
The last Mario Kart one, right? We got that goodie bag.
I did not. I was late.
Okay.
What came in the goodie bag?
The goodie bag, chips from 420 Baby,
Nice.
lanyards,
Yeah, I have mine.
the 421 and the Mario Kart one.
Cool.
There was also some stickers, There was like a pre-roll or something in
I say,
there
is there
too.
any fucking weed?
Yeah, no. But then even before that, like because me and Brandon were like the first people to actually show up, they had a whole box of edibles that they just dumped on the table, and the guy's just like, I was gonna like pick one for every person that was supposed to come in, but since you guys are here, just pick whatever you want. Which, okay, cool, I have no issue with that. Now don't get me wrong, when me and Brandon go to these things, if we're just not feeling like the vibe, we'll stay for like an hour, hour and a half. But we
Yeah.
will hit every single vendor, and we will spend money at least at almost everybody's table
Yeah.
before we leave.
Yeah.
So that everybody, gets something out of us. But even the last event, there was a table. Oh my god, I forgot which. It was like the Corner Boys.
Yeah, I got money I got blood from them actually.
Corner Boys, they gave me and Brandon a cup with a pre-roll and I think stickers
Mhm.
and something else maybe.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong. Cool shit. But like at the same time, I was like really sitting back and thinking, I'm like, you're kind of losing money by doing
yeah.
this.
Yeah, they're losing. I mean, those are all the people that they got a couple hours in then left. Those are those people. Because by the time we got done with the launch off, they were already gone. They were leaving after that. Because they were the sponsor for the event. So why are you fucking leaving? Anyways.
Wait, they were the sponsor for the event? Oh my god.
I enjoy events. Being blessed enough to host one event or even put together one event, I've learned a lot about what I'm wanting, what I'm expecting, and how to better organize and better promote things. You feel me? It's all a learning experience. What has been your favorite edible you've ever had thus far?
My favorite? Fuck. Honestly? Damn, it really makes me think. It's these ones that we get from Cali. This is another reason why I love like going on the streets for shit. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. Because you go on the streets, you can get shit from California, Michigan, Florida, like all these other places. In Illinois, you just get shit from Illinois, and I'm not gonna lie to you, Illinois' edibles, they taste good, don't get me wrong, they don't get me fucked up. Or I have to eat all of them in one sitting, and then I'm wasting my fucking money because that shit's expensive. But
yeah, I'm gonna have to make you some edibles.
These gummies that I get them every so often. Absolutely fucking love them. They're from Cali. They're medical grade though. They come in different flavors. There's like blue slushy, grape ape, pineapple express, pink lemonade, mango something. But like the cool thing about these gummies, it's 500 milligrams in the entire packet, 50 milligrams per gummy, and even on the packets, they'll tell you if it's a hybrid, if it's a sativa, if it's an indica. They taste great. Now, don't get me wrong, I give them to a lot of people, and I always have to give them that warning, like, hey, it may be 50 milligrams, but like cut that shit in half, because you're not thinking this is medical grade. This is not just recreational. This is now medical.
Yeah, and that medical grade should be fucking you up.
And that's another thing that people actually don't realize about fucking any types of edibles or weeds or anything. If it's medical grade, that shit is so much fucking higher. So much fucking higher. And that shit's going to fuck you up even worse.
Is that a hard process, the medical card?
Depending on what state you're in. I mean, technically, have you ever read the list of reasoning on why you could get a medical? No. Oh my god. Tony could get a fucking medical card because he has autism.
I have a medical card.
For cannabis?
For cannabis?
Really?
Since when?
Since when?
Yeah, one.
What the fuck? Why aren't we using it?
Dude, for real, because that you get cheaper shit from the dispensaries.
That's
You
what
get
I'm
more
saying.
shit. Tony, we just over here looking at you like, cause we stunned right
What
now.
the fuck, man?
Oh my god!
For real.
I'm just fucking with y'all, bro.
I was like,
Tony.
you
You ass.
don't even follow your food stamp card. You're trying to tell me you have a fucking cannabis
No,
card.
because I told Brandon at one point, because the law states that if you have a medical card, you can't have a gun.
Mhm.
And at one point, I told Brandon, you go get a medical card, I'll go get a FOID card.
Yeah.
You know, that way it's like an equal balance. Well, now neither one of us can own a fucking gun, so.
Welcome to my world.
At this point, it would just be easier to
You can't
actually.
own a gun. Can you rent a gun?
I can't technically
should-
touch firearms.
They need to put that in the clause.
Right?
No, I can't own one, but can you rent one? Can I borrow one?
Dude, that whole fucking.
Can I lease? Put on layaway.
No, but in all honesty, I know of some people that have medical cards, and don't get me wrong, they smoke,
Yeah, my aunt got one.
but it's not like how we smoke.
I don't know. Like my aunt Callie, shout out to Aunt Billy, she has a medical card, and mind you, she's probably Tony's age,
Okay.
and she's diabetic. She's been smoking for probably the last, I would say, 10+ years.
Right.
But she orders by the pound,
Okay.
and she says, "Yo, it's cheaper to get it this way, as opposed to buying the smaller bags all the time." And
I
she
believe it.
uses the oils and the crystals and shit like that.
Mhm.
And I'd be like, "Yo, I don't know. The medical card seems so tedious because you have to get the weed that they want you to in that location, correct? Like you have to choose a dispensary ahead of time, type shit. And it only works for like dispensaries or like
I know-
chosen locations.
I know it only works for dispensaries. I don't know the full extent of it.
I'm gonna have to look into it.
I do know that if you are unable to actually go pick that shit up, that you can have somebody put down to come grab your shit.
Nah, I don't trust that Uber weed shit.
No, not Uber. That's like someone you pick out.
Oh, okay.
Someone you pick
That's
out.
a thing now in California. That
What?
Yeah, you can get your weed Ubered to you from the dispensary as long as you have. I'd be like, all right, hold it right here, Uber man, as I weigh this shit. Cause I don't trust nobody.
You know what's crazy? I just found a Corner Boys fucking pre-roll box
What's that?
in my pocket.
Press that. Okay. You put it in my phone. It's on the
Sample
live stream
not
now.
for resale.
You said it's a Corner Boys one? That's
Yeah.
funny as fuck.
We were just literally talking about them. They literally have a sticker on here that says sample, not for resale.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm waiting for the day Let's Be Blunt comes out with their strain. Well, I have a strain called 420 Up in Smoke. That'd be great, yo.
Dude, it's. I'd love to grow. I would love to like make edibles.
Once you get
and
your
shit.
fucking house, man, you'll be
Bro.
the center of the epilogue for all cool things.
You know, it's crazy. Just off topic, real quick, because we got on the subject of the house. The memories came popping up on my Snapchat of like how the house was like right after the fire, and now I'm looking at the house how it is like year fucking later. I don't know how to fucking.
I know a year it's a long time waiting for something like a house. But in retrospect, a year isn't that long for a house to burn down and go back up. You feel me? Like,
Honestly, it feels like it's been longer than a year.
I bet.
It truly does. It feels like it's been about 10 fucking years.
Oh no, facts.
Because of all the bullshit and everything else and this, that, and everything fucking else happening. But I'm just glad that the fucking progress is almost
The amount of
done.
shit that could happen in a year, you know what I mean? Like,
The amount of shit that was in there that they had to take out, though. But I saw the house with the drywall. I showed you the video and everything else. I got to see the house with windows again, and it was just shocking.
I can imagine.
Because it doesn't feel like the house. It feels like some strange person's house that I'm breaking into every so often.
I can imagine that. I bet it's weird pulling up and seeing a whole different house.
Yeah, because I mean, even the brick, even though the brick was sturdy, the brick looks different. The roof is different. You know, everything.
Because it fucking is.
The brick is not different though, but
It's
it
the
looks different.
Same brick or same kind of brick?
No, same brick, because the brick was tested and shown that it was still sturdy.
Interesting.
So they said, hey, guess what? You can have the brick. You just got to get
Cool.
rid of the roof and the inside.
Oh, okay. Well, so I guess it is weird because it looks like your house, but it's not your house.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hmm.
That's why when I explained it to everybody, it was like, imagine doing surgery and, you know, you take the head off, take the brain out, scoop all that shit out, and then, you know, put new shit into it.
How about BBL house? Oh my god!
No, for real. In all honesty, because we're getting close on time, aren't we?
Maybe about 15.
We have
If
15?
that, maybe about 10.
Okay, well then real quick. Once the house is done though, I think like the first night, we're all just gonna fucking get lit.
Oh, facts. I'm waiting for that fucking call. The house is done. Because I'm bringing some food, I'm bringing some weed, we gotta get lit.
The amount of bongs
Shit.
that I have sitting in a container in my hotel room
I believe it. I believe it.
that have not been touched at all. And I'm just waiting. Like the Zong I won.
Mhm.
And ooh. Which, by the way, that is the weirdest thing, real quick.
I don't like the name.
Zong.
Zong.
Well, because it's a bong, but it goes.
I feel like you have to pull extra hard to get. It's not just a straight shot.
No, you should see
It's like pulling through a
you
steady
should
straw.
see the bong that we won from a dispensary.
Yeah.
That shit confuses the fuck out of me. But it was free. And it was like, it was supposed to be a $250 bong that we got for free.
Shit. Fuck it.
Which, by the way, if you're ever in the Hoffman Schaumburg area, there's a dispensary. It's called Starbuds.
Yeah.
If you go in there and you spend over a certain amount of money, or you're like a first-time customer, they will let you do these like game things where you can either like spin something or drop something down, and you can win certain things. Like you can win a free eighth, you can win a bong, obviously. You can win pre-rolls or cards and stuff.
I rocks with it.
No lie, I cheated at that game to get that bong on purpose.
Yeah.
But in my head though, I thought because it says free bong, like I'm thinking, oh, it's like a small bong because it's a dispensary. Them bitches are like, oh, well, I want you to look up at that shelf and pick out which one those out of those you want. And they're the big ass bongs.
Yeah.
So you're just like, what?
I might have to if I'm ever in that area of Schaumburg. I never am, but if I ever.
It's down the street from Woodfield Mall.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, it's not too far, but it's still a distance.
You're at 50 minutes.
And we're at 50 minutes. Oh, Brandon texting me.
Brandon! Your commercials are going to be starting to get run next week.
Woo! We're getting up there. I had someone at the hotel call me famous. And I was like, I'm not even fucking famous, though. Thank you, though.
I'm weak. Yo, every killing meal, people be stopping me at places and be like, hey, you sound real. You're that person on the radio. Yeah, I am. Still antisocial, though, please.
No, it's crazy because, like, I'll have people, I went to my fucking dealership to get work done on my car. One of the people there. How do you know? Let's be blunt. It's like my sister from another mister. What you mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God, my person and this and that watches them. I'm like, that's great. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, dude, like, oh my God, the award shows. He'll be walking up to me and telling me, like, yeah, well, We are Facebook friends, good sir. I don't know you in real life. Like,
Right.
please don't not walk up to me. If you do, give me a business card so I remember you. Because I'll forget.
Even
hybrid.
then, I feel like you'll forget.
Oh, yeah. I
You'll
like
just
it-
be like, I
I'm
have
like-
a random business card.
No, for real. I'm like a child eating food. I got to test it 7 times before I remember you.
Factual.
You got to be relevant or else I'm not. No.
Oh man, I feel special because it took Shy like 5 times meeting me to remember my name.
I mean, you carry around a big, burly man with you. It's kind of hard to forget the tag you do with the green hair and the big ass man. Like, you can't forget that.
Dude, have you seen Brandon in his braids recently?
I haven't. I know you were
Oh,
talking about you
God.
getting them.
He has them, right? 4 of them.
Okay.
And they're cute and everything. But the guy that took him was supposed to put green in them. So that we were supposed to be matching.
Yeah.
He didn't get that hair. So hopefully in like a few weeks he'll get it redone. He goes to some place in Maywood.
Okay.
From what he told me, it's very ghetto. Because like
I can hear Brandon's voice.
no, like both him and dude both told me how ghetto this shit was. They're like, yeah, you have to get buzzed in, and you
Sounds like my speedway job.
they have to they have this like little thing where they take the money and they put it in there. You can't get it out. And I'm like,
Facts.
well, damn, this sounds ghetto.
I mean, shit, it'd be like that.
But it's all African women.
I bet they'd be killing his hair though.
$40 for 4 braids.
I mean, yeah.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. Especially as long as his hair is, that's not bad.
Well, plus he like cuts the underneath of it because his hair's so thick.
Yeah.
So, like, in all honesty, before my phone dies real quick, I'm going to show you. Look at it.
Oh yeah, it came out good.
They look really good on him.
It came out dope. You want to give out your social medias?
Yeah, since we're towards the end, everybody, if you guys haven't, check out Fluent Media Network. Also go on to fluentradio.com. You'll catch me on there and everywhere else Sundays from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can check me out on TikTok 420_up_in_smoke. Also, check me out on Instagram, 420_up_in_smoke. Check out my personal Instagram, Little Hippie Mommy with an I, not a Y. Also, check out 420 Up in Smoke on YouTube. Also, check out my Snapchat, Little Hippie Mommy with an I, not a Y. Also, big, huge shout out to Jester King Entertainment and Tony, who wasn't paying attention until then.
Yo, it's so sad.
I'll be hearing every day. I'm just my own zone.
You be made me all these social medias like I didn't make you a perfectly good link tree.
Oh, I forgot about the link tree.
I know. If you guys want to catch all its Panga's social medias, hit that link tree, 420 Up in Smoke. I think it's Up in Smoke 2025.
Yeah, I think so.
420 Up in Smoke 2025 link tree. Oh yeah, it's me, the BIG.
Because Shy knows more.
Yep, it's BIG. Hit up my stuff and my things on Jester Media. Jester King, not Jester Media, Lord.
We're rebranding, Tony. We're rebranding.
Oh,
Jester King Entertainment, yo. Let's Be Blumpy on Fluent Media Network. Fridays, 5:30 to 7. Boom.
I thought you guys were also on Saturdays and Sundays.
We are on Saturdays for Talking Smack,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're on Mondays for Raw Talk,
There
which
we
is
go.
syndicated through 94.5.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yep. On that note,
The ASMR moment. Okay, no, Shy, stop! Ah! It was in my ear. I wasn't prepared.
no one ever is.
The ASMR moment.
Oh.
Okay, no, Shy, stop! Ah!